Welcome back, Year 7. Today's session will all be about forming our cushion cover now into an envelope cushion, so it's all constructed together. Now for this task you're going to need a normal pair of scissors or fabric scissors, got some pins here, a threaded needle, some polyester, and over here some thread. So I'm just going to move these out the way and let's begin. Recapping from last lesson, at this moment in time we've got hem sides, both sides, okay, and they're over like that, double folded hem, and that's not nicely sewn. In the center here you've got some of your printed images using the fabric paint, and we've got some applique designs over here, handmade, and these ones have been laser cut. Now to form the envelope cushion, we now need to start folding our work over. Remember, this side of the fabric is the right side and this side of the fabric is the wrong side, and we'll refer to this as we go through. So firstly, with the right side facing up, take one of your edges over and take it about halfway through your design. Now, if you're not sure about this, open it up, find where halfway is, which is about there, and just take it slightly over halfway. If you remember, some of the marks we put on might help you with this. I'm going to take the other side now and gently bring that over as well. You want a small overlap, if you can just see under there, of about 2 to 3 centimeters as it goes across. Once you're comfortable with the way it's been laid out, the next thing you need to do is pin your design together. Remember, when pinning, you're placing the pin in, it pokes out the back there, and then you're popping the pin through. I'm just going to add a couple of pins just to either side, probably at the top edge would be best. I'm also going to pin this down just so that it doesn't have much movement. Remember, if you have got a applique underneath, it may feel a bit tougher as you take the pins through. Again, on the other side, pop some pins in. Over here, pop some pins in. You can just feel it going through some of the printed image there. Push it right through with the base of your thumb. And then over here, pushing it through and securing it. Now that's our two sides, and they've now been successfully pinned together. What I now need to do is mark a line for sewing. Now you can do this with a pencil or a pen. I'd recommend nothing dark. Okay. Distance from the top, I'm going to leave about 1 centimeter or 10 millimeters, and I can check that, the sides and the sides. I'm just going to rule a line there, make sure it's nice and straight. So I'm going to press on here and just make sure I've got a line to follow there when I do my hand sewing. And the same on the other side. I'll need to secure that down and make sure it's all nicely marked. And remember, you're looking for about 10 millimeters either side like this. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to sew up this edge, straight stitch all the way through up to the top. And I'm going to sew this edge, straight stitch all the way up to the top. Now you may be confused at this moment, you're thinking, oh, my design's not there, but what we'll do later on is once these sides are stitched, we'll open that up and then we can turn the whole thing inside out, and then of course add stuffing. When you are adding stuff into your work, do make sure you just get a little bit of air into the fibres, because sometimes in storage it can get rather lumpy and tough. So if you just gently tease the fibres apart, you get a much fluffier and softer effect with the polyester stuffing, and that will help pack up your cushion. In terms of stitching on here, before we finish, a recap here, make sure you've got your threaded knot and needle at the end, knots at the end there, needle's all done, doubled up thread just for a bit of strength. And then when I'm going to sew, nice and simple, folks, you just pop your needle through. Remember, if you're struggling with stitching, you can always use the poke, turn, pull method. So you poke your needle in, you turn your fabric over, and you pull it out like that. But for myself, I'm quite happy just to now pop in a few nice and secure straight stitches. Do make sure these stitches are nice and tiny and tight, because that's going to hold your stuffing in inside your cushion. If they're loose, all your stuffing is going to come out and it's going to cause you some problems. So I'm just going to fold and sew along that line that I've made earlier on. And that's it. Remember, once you've completed all that, open up the inside, add in your polyester stuffing, and you'll have a completed cushion.